government is ready for the elections. So ready that in fact there are tentative dates for when the fourth president will be sworn in based on certain scenarios. And the first scenario is like this. According to Kimemia, Kibaki's successor could be in office in the next 8 weeks, Tuesday, the 26th of March to be precise. This will only happen, however, if a clear winner is decided after getting more than half of the votes cast and garnering 25% of the votes cast in each county, and with no petition filed against the victor. In the event that a petition is filed and then dismissed, then Kimemia says the next president will be sworn in on the 16th of April. However, this can only happen if the person who filed the petition is dismissed by the Supreme Court. The other scenario is that should there be no candidate with more than half of the votes and at least 25% of the votes cast in each of the counties, then, in accordance with the Constitution, a fresh election will be held in 30 days between the top two candidates, and whoever garners most votes will be declared president. In this case, the new president will be sworn in on Tuesday, 30th of April. Now, in the event that a petition is then filed and is successful after the runoff, the Supreme Court, by law, will declare the election of the president-elect invalid, and a fresh election will be held within 60 days of the determination. In this case, the country may have to wait for a new president until 18th of June 2013. We are still on that. Whichever scenario prevails after the March 4th polls, one thing is for sure: the elected president will have to be sworn in. Unlike in the past, Kenya's fourth president will be sworn in at a colorful public ceremony during the day and in compliance with the Constitution at a venue yet to be identified. And as Patrick Amimo reports, government preparations are already underway to ensure the handing over ceremony is a top-notch event that meets international standards.
The stage is set for the handover of power after the March 4th elections. The Office of the President and Judiciary have already established a committee that will facilitate the swearing-in ceremony for Kenya's fourth president. Article 141, subsection 1 and 2 of the Constitution states the president-elect shall be sworn in public and on a Tuesday before the Chief Justice, or in the absence of the Chief Justice, the Deputy Chief Justice. Given that Tuesday is a working day, the government will declare that specific Tuesday a public holiday. This is in sharp contrast to the disputed 2007 presidential polls, when President Kibaki was hurriedly sworn in at State House, Nairobi, with only a few invited guests from the Party of National Unity Alliance attending. The Constitution is now clear. Even in a scenario of a first-round win and there is no petition within 7 days, the president-elect will be sworn in on the first Tuesday after being declared a winner by the chairperson of the electoral body. The judiciary is working on guidelines to ensure quick resolution of any presidential disputes arising from a first-round win and or runoff.
The judiciary is in fact ready. We've learnt our lessons. Nothing will wait. So if anybody is planning to use the judiciary to delay matters, it won't happen. You better appear and ready to argue, because tomorrow you will get the ruling.
Within the last 10 years, Kenya has witnessed confusion and disorder that put blemish on government ability to run smoothly public events of great national significance. For instance, in December 2002, during the swearing-in ceremony for then President-elect Mwai Kibaki, it was total confusion at Uhuru Park. Protocol was never observed. The police could not control crowds, forcing the military to intervene at one point to allow the ritual of welcoming the new commander-in-chief. In August 2010, when Kenyans celebrated the adoption of a new constitution, it was near chaos again at Uhuru Park, when every Tom, Harry and Dick, who thought he had played a role in the constitution-making process, wanted to occupy seats reserved for visiting dignitaries. Some in government even came along with family members whom they wanted to sit at the VIP dais, away from the sandwiched and sweating masses. Kimemia says they have learned some lessons from past mistakes and are ready to do a good job this time round.
We work with the private sector to ensure that we conduct a very, very top-notch, high-level swearing-in ceremony. If it requires that we bring in experts from outside government to help us improve on standards and other protocols, that will be done.
You'll see that even the Inspector General has clearly advised the committee that, Uhuru Park is not a good venue.
And as they embark on the race to State House, All the 8 presidential aspirants and their running mates are now enjoying state security in the run-up to the polls. And as the electioneering campaigns gather momentum, the police has sworn it will not encourage cases of violence, hooliganism and lawlessness across the country.
We have referred several judges in such a way that it's only required your name and then the serial number of the file, and then we take you to court. And I've been assured by the Chief Justice that the plea will be today and the hearing is tomorrow. Therefore, there will be no wasting of time.
The government says it will also start civic campaigns to educate voters on the procedures of swearing in of a president-elect to ensure a smooth and peaceful transition. Kimemia, KTN.